Welcome to Deep Thought. Why some people will try to break you down. Actually, just for one simple reason. It's not even hate. Like, they might say they hate you, they dislike you, or they might try to even talk about something or real or imaginary you did to them. That's not why they will try to break you down. A person will always try to break you down because you represent something that they can't be. So they want to bring you down to their level. They want to bring you down to your understanding. Like, I give you an example, and I've told this story before on my other channel. I was attending the Harlem Book Fair one time, with my wife. And I was selling books, and I never forget, this gentleman came up. I was telling him about my book, Nice Guys and Players, and he said, well, I'm not in the book. And I said, well, yeah, you personally not in the book, sir, but you haven't read it. You don't know one of these characters can represent you, or you can get an idea. Or even if it's not, you still don't know what's in the book. Well, I'm not in the book. Well, sir, I did acknowledge that, but I'm not in the book. And he kept going. And then it was almost to the point we were going to get into a fight. And then I was like... And then I remember, I never forget what he said. He said, yeah, now you won't be able to sell any books. And I was just like, And I was angry for about 10 minutes. Got over it in 10 minutes. But I thought about that. I was like, why would he go through all of that and then say what he said? But then I thought about it. Perhaps he has never written that book, or he's wanting to write a book. And he never got around to it. See, a lot of people, they play a hate. A lot of people, they see you doing the stuff they wish they could do, but instead of just saying, okay, let me just keep going, or let me use this person as an example, they'll try to break the person down. Have you noticed that? Like, if somebody's successful at something, anything, it would be anything, you always get a group of people who try to come at that person. No matter what, they're successful. They say, well, they not this, they not that. And of course, the person don't even know who it is. But there's obviously a reason why they're doing it. That's because that person wished they were that person. They wish they could do those things. And because they can't, they develop a hatred for that person who can. But really, it's all because they can't do it. See, the real hate is themselves. So what they will try to do when they run into that person, they will try to break them down. They will look for a weakness. I mean, you see that on YouTube. You got people who will spend time trying to find out about someone, and at the end of the day, and let's be real, yeah, there's some people on here things that they're not. But why waste time trying to prove it? Okay, so you prove that this person is this. Has that changed your life? You can say, well, this person was lying about it. Okay. I've yet to really see somebody take a major hit. I mean, major hit. Even certain content creators who, shall we say, cater to women, they ain't take a major hit. They took a hit, but not a major one. So what does that matter? Okay, you broke that person down. You said all of this. Has that made your life better? Because that's what it comes down to. That's the thing. A person feel bad. They haven't done something. They haven't accomplished something. You might be doing better than them. But has breaking that person, even trying to break the person down, do anything for them? Has it stopped anything? Like, I use myself on example in this YouTube space. I've known of people trying to come at Rom and say, Rom ain't this, Rom ain't that, this idea ain't this or that. I haven't noticed a dip in money. I'm just being real. I haven't noticed a dip in money. I've made my sales go, for about 27 months straight. And this is during a period where people were talking about me, saying all of this. And I'm looking at it and say, well, what's the point of it? Is it really that what I'm saying? Or is it really a jealousy that I'm living a certain way? And that's with anything. I've seen that. Seriously, when you check out a person, like, okay, say you know a person and they're trying to break down somebody. You say to them, well, do you know that person personally? And they're like, no. Okay, does that person know you personally? No. All the stuff you're doing, has there been a change in what's happening with this person? No. Okay, what's the point? And then even if there was a change, you affected that person. Does that make you feel better? It might give you a temporary good feeling. Yeah, I stopped them from doing something. But has that changed your life? I mean, think about that. Think about it. What does that really change? What was the point? Only time a person should really worry about going after somebody is if that somebody actually went after them. And even then, sometimes the best response is to leave them alone, because then it messes with their heads. But you're going to get that, though, in life. But it's like, why spend time doing something that's pointless? That means, seriously, what's the point? What's the end game? I would ask anybody that. What's the end game? Has that stopped anything? Are people listening? But you will always get somebody, they'll try to say, well, he's not this or that. They really just saying they're not this or that. Because the challenge I would have for somebody, if you're saying this person isn't this or they're not good at this, okay, can you provide an example of you being better? No, not the next person, you specifically being better. Is there something you can teach this person, teach them how to do it right if you don't feel like they're doing something right? But they're not, because they already knew. That's the only reason they were trying to break down somebody to begin with. And let me be clear, because sometimes I'll talk about stuff like this and somebody think I'm talking about myself in particular. I explain my part in it, but I see this too much, especially in this space. People will do live streams trying to break somebody down, and I'm like, has it really worked? How's it making them? Is it changing anything for anybody? Like for anybody, is anybody's life changed? Has somebody stopped making money because of your efforts? Does this person even know who you are? But the thing is, just their presence. Sometimes a person's mere presence can create a certain energy within someone. And that's the real thing that they're fighting. And so, I would say this. If you're a person who wants to break other people down, ask yourself, what does it really accomplish? It might make you feel like you might lie to yourself and say you got something out of it. But like I said, you lying to yourself. How does it change your life? And then somebody saying, well, why are these people always trying to break me down? I would say this. They do that, but why? If you walking in truth, you don't have anything to worry about yourself, do you? So I want y'all to think about that, though. But it's an unfortunate thing. You have people out here, they too worried about the next person. So, and because this next person make them feel a certain way, they feel the need to break that person down. So, anyway, that's all I have for today. I'll get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.